Yo, what's going on, guys? Just want to make a video talking about my fall fashion pickups as well as different standout pieces within that. Let's get right into it. For these upcoming pieces, these are mainly the highlights of my fall fashion pickups, as well as some like the early start of fall, which was more so like a summer because of the West Coast weather and everything. Not everything's too heavy, like let's say a leather jacket, but more so kind of like that light but like layery type of look, so eventually it'll be heavy. I definitely didn't go as crazy as I believe a lot of other people would. This is part of my hobbies, and I'm really passionate about fashion going forward, even though like I was raised as like a gamer and like my looks and everything. It's a bit here and there, but wanted to make a video talking about that kind of stuff. Seeing a lot of different creators make similar videos, and I thought why not make one of these kind of videos, and hopefully more people will enjoy it and really connect with this kind of stuff. And let's get into it. Want to start off with footwear because this is the only piece that I really bought during this fall fashion season, and for it, the rest of like had for a while. I'm not really a boot kind of person, but I want to get more into it. So these Doc Marten Chelsea boots I really gravitated towards because they have this real futuristic look and a rugged look that I was really looking for. I do definitely want to get the Balenciaga Combat Strike boots, the canvas ones, as well as the leather ones. I definitely want to get the Bulldozer as well, and I felt like these kind of have that similar vibe going for it, so I picked them up. I have never been a huge fan of Doc Martens, but I definitely really like this one. Wore it a couple times, but I haven't really put it to a good wear, as from what I know, a lot of Doc Martens need that wear and tear to wear in and actually feel comfortable over time. So these actually have a steel toe in the front, so that's definitely odd while walking in because this is technically not a work boot. It's not, it says in the boot before you put it on, non-safety footwear, so I'm not entirely sure why they put the steel toe in there. Regardless, I definitely like both the zippers, and I feel like it's going to be a great addition to my wardrobe going forward. I'm actually going to take the jacket off for the rest of the video, as I don't want to get too hot in my room, despite it being fall and winter. On to the next piece, I did pick up this kind of like this summer looking piece, which is standing out in the rest of my wardrobe, being mostly black. But I got this Kanye 2020 hoodie from about 4 years ago when he was running for president. This is one of the hoodies that he put out along with one that just says Vote Kanye. This one, I want to say it might be a reproduction one due to it having a torn tag on the inside. You can hardly see it, but there's a little white piece right here. But it feels very nice like in the hand and very heavy when you wear it. I picked this up in size large. I'm personally losing more and more weight, so it's gonna fit better over time. Try to make all my pieces that I buy wear better over time, and this piece I feel will hold up, but the color is obviously out there. I've seen other people like dyeing these to black or different colors like to match, kind of like the Yeezy Gap one, which this feels similar, but it feels actually better, not gonna lie. Gonna wear it with some style that I feel like would complement this color and kind of look cool. But yeah, might take it to my Japan trip because it's pretty heavy and it's pretty cold over there, and I feel like this will keep me warm as well as be stylish. I look forward to wearing this more and more. I actually did get this from Los Angeles Archive, which threw it up for, I want to say, half of what it originally cost, but the possibility that it might be a reproduction is something to consider. As someone who's familiar with collecting different types of pop culture things, being a reproduction might be an issue, but honestly I'm just gonna wear it, so it doesn't really matter too much in the long term. But definitely happy with this piece and look forward to wearing it more. Next up is this Donda 2 listening party hoodie, and honestly going forward I think a lot of these pickups are like Kanye Yeezy related, because honestly you can get so much of it right now for cheap. These are actually like high quality fabrics that he used for like most of the Yeezy stuff he's put out for the past 6 years or so. So got this Donda 2 hoodie. I made a video and I posted it on Instagram and TikTok about how I like Donda 2, and honestly I really like it. There's a lot of finished versions that surfaced online that sound really great, and build upon what was already there in Donna 2. But this is not a Donna 2 video. Anyways, for this hoodie, I really like it as a layering piece because you just might have the jacket I was wearing earlier, you could throw it on top and you just have the candle hit. But if you want to wear it solo, it's still pretty good. Has a decent amount of structure, has that crop look that's really popular, and still remains a good look, and a giant tonal screen printed too. Definitely like how it fits, how it'll probably wear in pretty well, even though this might crack over time due to how screen printing is. But a pretty good piece that I'm happy to pick up. Represents like a time in my life that I really liked a lot of what Donna 2 was going for and representing. So I have a piece from the listening party that I wish I could have gone to, but I had this presentation the next day for like the last class I needed to do for my major, for my bachelor's. So couldn't really miss that presentation because that was a giant part of my grade. Even though it was like early in the semester, I don't know. Anyways, it's a pretty fire hoodie. Definitely gonna wear this going forward, and different occasions that might call for it. But yeah, taking a break from the Yeezy stuff because there's like a couple more pieces. I did pick up this Alpha Industries bomber jacket that Daft Punk had a collaboration with. Basically, it's supposed to represent the jacket for the Homework cover, which honestly is my favorite Daft Punk album, even though a lot of people say, oh, it's Discovery or it's Random Access Memories, but I like the more industrial kind of sound from Homework as well as Human After All. But regardless, I really like this album, and this jacket represents that. I'm mainly keeping it in the bag for now, but there's this giant embroidery on the back of their logo, even though I kind of don't like the trademark symbol on it. But that's fine. I'll go over the details in a short form post of mine on some of my socials, which I'll put somewhere over here maybe. Really like the embroidery on the back. I haven't worn it out yet. Definitely want to keep it in good condition over time. I think I will say I saw like a little thread right here that was popping out, but I mean these sold out quick once they actually like announced it. They did go up over the weekend silently on the website when some people were checking, so I found out about that, I picked it up, and then the next morning they announced it and it was gone in the size large that I picked this up in. I've had an Alpha Industry bomber before, and I was actually looking to pick up another one in a smaller size because I've been physically shrinking, like width-wise. So this is a great pickup to fill that gap that I've been wanting, and to actually have a jacket representing this, even though technically jacket in the Homework picture is a bit different because it's more satin, as well as this yellow. It's supposed to be gold, but that's fine. Very happy with this, and look forward to wearing it sometime soon. Next piece is the Yeezy Gap Balenciaga mock neck puffer, and I really like this piece as a layering piece that will just be over a pull-up hoodie to keep me warm during this time, even though technically like West Coast doesn't really get that cold. But really like how this looks, and definitely am going to keep it in the rotation for the winter time. Haven't worn it out yet, and that's like a lot of the thing with my stuff is like I don't really wear it out until like a special occasion pops up, which I'll be like fresh for that. But definitely like how this fits when I tried it on. Picked this up in a large, and honestly wish could have gone for a medium because pretty much all the Yeezy Gap Balenciaga collection was giant, like very big and oversized. So definitely go down a size if you want more of a true to size fit, because most of the larger sizes are just giant. Like a 2X would probably be like a 4 or something. All of it is pretty big. So anybody who's actually looking, because I picked this up for a pretty good deal, probably like 200 or to 250 off of whatever like the retail was. I don't remember exactly for this one. I'll go over the details again in my other socials. Next up, I did want to talk about these Yeezy Gap mainline cargos, and still didn't get around to getting the Balenciaga ones that's in more like structure, like a normal pair of pants or jeans, etc. I don't really have like a good display for it, like those little hangers with the clamps, but I do like how this fits, and worn it out a couple times. But honestly, it's really soft, the material. It's wide legs, so there's a lot of versatility there, especially with a lot of styles now. And I'll go over other details at a later date. But This is one of the two like main pickups for pants I did do during the fall season, because Loki kind of stockpiled up right now for a lot of my bottoms at this point for me. And I mean, I'm still eventually gonna get more, but mainly the two Yeezy Gap pants from Balenciaga. Regardless, this is a good piece, like just anybody to pick up because they're so cheap and they feel pretty good. Honestly, I'll wear them. I have worn them to sleep a few times, and they're really soft to like just do that with. And yeah, very happy with these pants. Next up is the main highlight for my pants. This is the only like pants I really went out of my way to like try to get, and I might have paid like a bit much for them. This is, I think, probably the most I've ever paid for pants, and I do get like subs down, which is these like Pleasures Evangelion pants that I picked up a while back from Nordstrom's. They are a bit small, but honestly, like I ordered a large, but like it says it's a 32 in the tag, and I kind of measured it to be like that, or it was 32 or 34, but basically right now I'm more of a 36, like going to a 34, so it doesn't really matter to me. I really like how this looks, like, because I haven't really experimented too much with that pants. I've definitely designed a lot of different pants right now, but logistics of that being made right now is I just need to find the right manufacturer for that. Regardless, it might be picking up the camera, but this is all 3M reflective material, just like this part of my shirt, and it looks crazy. I think it's this Ava Unit 1, and it's just a normal pair of cargos that are allegedly parachute pants. They do have stretch, but again, with my fitness journey, definitely looking to slim into these for my Japan trip sometime soon. Loving how it looks, and I think I'll pull out some crazy fits with them. Next up is a hoodie I actually designed for my brand MEGAPUNK. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's more of a general pickups video, and I definitely love how this came out even for the first draft. I made a couple of different hoodies in the past, but they never really were up to par to what I wanted, and that was more so on me. I don't think that was necessarily on that manufacturer in the past, but this hoodie took a lot of effort to make on my end and a lot of back and forth. I think it took like 2 or 3 months to get this sample done, and a lot of different things going on here that is still in development. Like even right now, I don't even think it'd come out in this kind of look because I have already had the shirts where it has this black with the gray shoulders, more so on like a sun faded enzyme kind of look right here. For starters, I really like how this shoulder is different than the one I have for all my shirts currently. I do have the half logo on the bottom, but wasn't sure about keeping that in the upcoming samples. Love this hit right here, but again, I'm not 100% if I should keep it 3M or embroidery, given to what I'm doing. And then embroidery on the top of the hood, when you're like wearing it down, you'll actually see the logo. And then there's another technological like entry plug for that should sit like the back of the neck. I'm not sure if I should keep that or not going forward. There are a few different points of contention for me. Mainly it's the weight of it, as the outer layer is not as heavy as I want it, so I'm gonna make it a heavier layer, as well as shape of the shoulder and everything for me. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple of details that I have down for a future sample, but depending on if the second sample for this comes quick enough, I definitely want to take a hoodie of mine to Japan and wear it over there, because it's like one of my goals to like have my stuff in Japan, as it's being like a main inspiration to me. Loving how it is. Gonna go over more details again on my socials and put a few more fits with it, even though it's like far from done. And yeah, a lot of different inspirations from different aspects to combine into this, and hopefully more people are excited to look into this. Definitely want to set myself apart from other people instead of like doing an aspect right here contrasting like a honey hoodie. Didn't want to do something like that. Want to do something on my own. Definitely a lot of work I'm gonna put into this hoodie going forward, making myself a better fashion designer and whatnot. So yeah, stay tuned for more updates on this. Last up, I did want to talk about the Yeezy Gap Balenciaga anorak, and this is the sateen version. I want to say there's a coated cotton one. I gravitate more to the sateen, more so material and like what it represents to me. I made a video talking about how I met Ye when he was wearing a prototype of the Satine Anorak. Not sure if it was like a mainline or Balenciaga, but it could be more Balenciaga because later on he was like spotted wearing a sample of the Dove hoodie in that late 2021, early 2022 era. With this, I met him with it in 2021, so it was probably just, it was in development from that far ahead. But this originally released for like $260 and I got it for $60, so $200 off is such a great deal. Very happy with it. I cinched it up at the bottom just for that like puffy kind of look at the bottom, and it is definitely oversized, so go downsize if you are interested in keeping it more like a normal fit, even though it's gonna be oversized regardless. Love how this is, and I already gushed upon it already in my other socials, but yeah, loving how this is. That's gonna be it for my fall fashion pickups for fall of 2024. Definitely a bunch of things I picked up, but the majority of it, which being like Yeezy and Yeezy Gap, was pretty cheap. Pretty much all the Yeezy Gap and Yeezy stuff just in general was pretty cheap due to the market being just so low right now, and me being able to pick it up back, like all that archive stuff. Definitely happy to get all that stuff for such good deals, and that's kind of like my mentality a lot of times when I like picking up stuff, as it should be for a lot of people. But regardless, thank you for watching, and if you're interested in the developments of this hoodie as well as my other fashion brand stuff, like even this is going to come out sometime soon when the bulk order comes in, please stay updated on my socials here on YouTube as well as like Instagram and TikTok. Those are the main few I like post fashion related stuff on. I don't really want to sound too much like a beggar asking for like followers and everything, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate any people watching this through, even on sped up or skipping through, seeing what I actually picked up. If you're interested in my designs going forward, as well as like you like my personality, I guess. If you're interested, just please follow. It actually like helps a lot, and definitely happy to share more about myself going forward on these videos, online, etc. Definitely happy with my pickups, and hopefully you found this entertaining in some form or another. Yeah, thank you for watching.